And we're back. Can't believe it, but airbags, in my opinion, are 100% worth the investment. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of Ixchel Quince. This week I'm going to focus a little bit on what I did to improve the truck and how it utilizes or how it handles the camper. And not that it doesn't handle the camper well with all the improvements that I spoke about in a couple previous episodes on what I did to the truck to handle the load of this camper. But as if you noticed in the past few episodes using the camper, the truck still has a little bit of sag in the back, and I'd really like to level that out. It's safer just from a braking standpoint, but overall handling should be slightly better, even though handling is 1,000 times better. So the coils that I ended up putting in the back of this Ram were much stiffer, and it's pretty much the only one. There's like two ones that you could go with that make it a little bit stiffer, so it wouldn't be any better to put even a stiffer coil in the back of this truck than what I've already have done. So what I chose to do was put airbags, and these are like a middle tier airbag, and what that allows me to do is keep it at a 30% pressure. I don't really feel them now. It just keeps them to where they are going to be nice, and if I did put any weight in the back, it might sit down on that airbag and then won't go down any farther. It might be good at 30% PSI, I don't know. But what I will do is I'll put the camper on it, and as it starts to drop down, depending on how far it will sag, all I have to do is go in the back with a pump and pump that to my desired level. I'm hoping that that's going to fix and solve the issues. I know that airbags tend to be a little bit finicky, especially out here with all the different weather changes. There could be leaking down the road, so I'll just be aware of that every time I go to use them. And if they need fixing, supposedly it's super simple to fix, which is kind of a maintenance thing that you just got to be aware of. But I don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to share with you when I load this thing, put it back on the truck, drive it a little bit before our next adventure coming up next weekend, and just see if that fixed the thing that was an annoyance to me. I want to get rid of. I just want a level truck. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. Anyways, this little modification wasn't that expensive if anybody's looking to do it. Hopefully this will solve anybody's questions regarding airbags, but keep yourself tuned in and I'll show you the results and then hopefully give you my final decision on if you should do the same. Riding with the airbags now. I didn't have to go and get a portable pump, electric pump. I can just do it with a bicycle pump. It only takes a little bit of time. I don't know why everybody was saying get an electric portable pump for it. It's about 65 pounds, I believe, on each side. And yeah, it's perfectly level, if not just a little bit low, but it's hard to tell. And it's riding even better. So I'd have to say this is a 100% success so far. And I would say at this point, I highly recommend getting airbags. The following weekend was 4th of July. We're still editing that video, but you'll see it soon. But I was able to test out these airbags with the camper fully loaded, and it worked out great. We had a blast and a really amazing time with the family and had no worries with the vehicle. So we just got back from a week-long trip up in Maine, and you'll see it in the next few episodes. For this one in particular, airbags were installed a few weeks ago, and it was the best investment I did. There were times I didn't even notice that this camper was on my truck. So not only does it look good, it just really does handle much better. And if anybody's out there looking to level out their truck with a large amount of payload in the back, airbags work. That's my opinion. I don't know how maintenance or time will tell. We'll see. This has only been a month in on them. First trip, off-roading trails, dirt roads, bumps. It did amazing, and I'm more than happy with the results. And as you can see, it looks great. It's on an uneven surface, but you can see in the wheel well it has the same in the front. That's with 60 pounds of pressure in it, or 65 pounds. When I take the truck camper off, I'll reduce the airbag pressure PSI to about 30. That's all I gotta say about airbags. I recommend them if you need them. They have a purpose, and there's pros and cons on so many YouTubes, but for my personal experience, for what I needed it to do, payload, camper in the back, highly recommend. So let me share with you these airbags and what they look like. Underneath you'll see these airbags right there. Now they're filled up to about 60 PSI. They go in between the coil, right? These are also the added extra strength rear coil spring, as well as the turbine, just for extra if I ever bottomed out. Has a coil inside that one. And then you'll notice here the lines in blue. So those lines go all the way back here to the back of the truck and then drop down right here. And basically I can use a bicycle pump there. That's it. That basically levels out your truck so there's no squatting. So you'll see in my other videos, the truck was squatting about 1.5 inches, 2 inches in the rear with the trailer on the back, or the camper on the back. All right guys, until next time, talk to you soon.